What's up, OCBL fans? This is your boy Zico here. I'm doing a very special interview with one of our sponsors, Marcus Bradley, teammate of mine in the league, teammate of mine in other leagues as well. Good friend of mine, great guy, fellow vegan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Marcus, thank you so much for sponsoring the league, man. I really appreciate that. It's always good when the homies could kind of connect like that and help each other out. And I genuinely appreciate it since this is the first season of this league, and I'm kind of starting from ground zero with this one. Used to play in my other leagues, kind of how I run things, but starting from ground zero is definitely a little different. So any support I could get, I appreciate it. And I know you have the same situation, so I think it worked out really well for each of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. How's everything going with you right now, man?
Life is good, man. You caught me in a moment where I'm able to just breathe for a little bit. Just got done with a breathing session with somebody and got a training session in another 30, 45 minutes and just moving, grinding. Like you said, starting from ground zero. And then you ask for all these things when you're kind of like struggling to get it, and then you get it and it's like, oh, okay, here we are. We got it. So
Absolutely,
yeah,
man.
it's been good. I'm very blessed.
Good, man. Good, man. I'm happy for you, man. I'm always ready to support you any way I can with that, man.
Yes, sir. Same here.
Yeah, I did go to one of Marcus's training sessions. I'm older. I'm 37. I couldn't move the next day. I needed one of those ice baths, but I was still a little scared to hop into the ice bath. I won't deny that, But
Yeah.
it was definitely a great experience. Breathing
Absolutely.
techniques, the workout, everything was awesome. So definitely recommend all the fans that are going to be playing the league and interested in trying something like this. They should definitely do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I was telling you, anyone who's playing the league, anyone who's even watching this, their first two classes are free. If you want to come in, get a workout in, try the breathing, the Wim Hof method breathing afterwards. I got you. Don't even worry about it. I love it because I think especially with the breathing method, it gets tied into when you tie in things like money into the situation. People are like, oh, well, I've paid X amount of dollars for this. I've paid X amount. So they come in with expectations. So when they're not paying anything, they come in just willing, or at least having an open mind to try out an experience like that, and they get a lot out of it. And that's just been my approach. The money's always come later. I never try to get anything up front because I want people to have that same experience that I had when I first tried it out. And yeah, so anyone that's going to be playing in the league, definitely come and try it out. I got you. After I give you these buckets.
Yeah, I want to kind of point out to people because it's not just like a training session. It was legitimately an experience. There was actually people in our class that got emotional after the breathing session. Like I remember that. It's an experience, and I definitely want to urge guys in the league to try this at the very least once, because you should always experience something at least once. And I plan on going back and doing it again, especially the breathing method. That was something I was really interested in.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's you need a workout, definitely go there first, but also the breathing method was awesome. So definitely recommend all the guys. Please check it out. It's free. It's free to all the players. You play in the league, go try it out. Marcus, location of the place, turf, obviously, on your shirt.
Turf. Yes, sir. 747 Dover Drive, right off of 16th and Dover in Newport Beach, right by Newport Harbor High School, right across the street from a couple of churches. It's easy to get to. Everyone kind of if you passed it, everyone thinks it's like a spin studio. We're doing a lot more than spinning there.
Okay, so I want to circle back to this, but we're a basketball league, and I want to talk hoops. That's what everybody wants to hear. Everybody wants to hear everybody's opinion on hoops and everything like that.
Yeah.
We just had a lot of hoop stuff going on lately. We obviously had the finals. Marcus, don't tell me you're rooting for the Celtics. As everyone can see, I am a Lakers fan. If you say you're rooting for the Celtics,
I wasn't rooting for them, but I really thought the East was going to win it. I thought the East was just kind of tougher coming out of it. I
agree with that.
I thought the East had more stuff to them. But I mean, dude, the Warriors are the Warriors, and it's like when it's time to ball, especially in the games where they play bad and they still win. I was like, this is a wrap. It's too tough. They just got too much experience, and I'm sure the lights are a little bit brighter going into that finals with a lot of younger dudes. And the dudes on the Celtics they just kind of diminished as it went on more and more and more. And that just showed the lack of experience versus lack experience that the Warriors had. So wasn't really rooting for anybody, man. I'm a Memphis Grizzlies fan. I've been one since like 2000, and I'm not one just now because they're like gritty and grimy and all that. I've been one since 2011. I was dating an NBA player's daughter at the time, and he was part of like this part of the board that was going to actually get the Grizzlies to move to Anaheim.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna hop on board before they ever do. So I was like, I was a Grizzlies fan. They would always beat up on the Clippers back in the day. And then I remember them going to like the Western Conference Final against the Spurs, and I was just, man, grit and grind was just so much fun to watch. And then they never moved out, so I just like stuck with it. Now that we're good, people just think I'm like hopping on the job bandwagon or whatever, but I don't care.
No, man, I actually like
fun. They're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch. I like the
fun.
Grizzlies before too. I like the grit and grind basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mike Conley. How many people actually say that? How many point guards actually? I love Mike Conley.
I love Mike Conley.
Yeah.
I love Mike Conley. I thought Rudy Gay was like one of the best players to never become an All-Star. Loved. I mean, Tony Allen was nuts. Zebo
Zach
was
Randolph,
just like,
bro. Yeah, that guy was awesome.
Zach Randolph was just like the most anti-Blake Griffin dude ever in terms of like athleticism, but would just like bully him every chance he got.
His commentary, man. I will never forget those videos, like him with DeMarcus Cousins. Like,
bullies get bullied. Bullies get bullied.
Yeah, those are the kind of teammates I love having, man. I love having a guy like that on my team. Like, you're not gonna try and pick on my point guard. Like, I'll make you think twice about that.
Yeah, for sure. So no, it's yeah. I didn't root for anybody. I didn't really get to watch too many. I've just been busy. So I mean, I would watch the highlights here and there, and just like, wow, it went a whole lot different than I expected.
Honestly, like this was probably the season where I watched less basketball than I've ever watched in my life.
Same.
I used to watch tons of games, but this Lakers season was just depressing. So it was difficult to watch games. And then obviously getting to some of the other games is a little harder when you don't feel like watching your team play. So
yeah.
I
couldn't lock in this season either. I feel like, I don't know if my focus is just shifting. I'm just more intrigued with like college basketball. And it's just like, I could care. The NBA, man, is just like WWE now. It's just like, it's just all for show. It's just not, I just don't care. It's so much drama and so much it's great basketball. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love when the guys in the NBA dudes come back in the Druid and they turn it on. You're like, oh yeah, there really is another level to this thing. And we're a few levels away from a few levels away. And
I got to ask you that, and I'm gonna hold you real quick. Who's the guy you played against where you're like, oh shit, like you had no clue? It's not like one other level. It's like you're steps behind.
I'm not even gonna lie. I remember it was Razul Butler. He came and played like years ago. And before the game even tipped off, he was like, bro, like, this is nothing personal. I just got to do it to you. And I'm like, dude, like, you're a bum. Like, I've seen you, like, you're nothing great. That dude lit me up, man, for like 45. There was like just nothing I could do. It was just like 5 feet behind the 3-point line, nut but net. I'm just like, dude, this is sick. It was just like, I think I was like probably 21, 22, and just got lit up like nothing I've never experienced before. Coach took me out. He's like, yeah, man, like I don't know what to do. Like I was just dumbfounded. But yeah, no, that's happened. I think playing against PG one time was just like, they just move different. They just are different. Like, that's when you really like, oh, these dudes are 6'9", 6'10", moving way faster than I ever can. Like, just handle, like, it's just sick. It's just really, really sick.
For me, it was Darren Collison. I played pickup games at UCLA when him and Westbrook and Kevin Love were there, and Flalo was there too. Lorenzo Mata was there. And I matched up against Collison, short guys, and that was the fastest human being I've ever seen in my life. And I was young. I was a little older than him. I think I was like 22, 23. And I was always pretty fast. Did track and all that in high school, but this was different level. Like the
Yeah.
speed, that first, second, third step. I've never looked more stupid in my. I just looked like I did not know how to play ball. Like that's how he
Yeah.
made me look. To the point of I wanted to switch on Westbrook, who like still had not developed at that point.
Yeah.
Wasn't Westbrook yet. I was like, no, I'm not guarding him. Like I'm done. Like I told my teammates, I don't want to guard him. Like I had something
Yeah.
tall to match up on him because the dude just destroyed me. Went home, thought about not playing basketball anymore. It was that
Yeah, they'll make you do that. They'll make you
Yeah.
reconsider some stuff.
So you played college ball. Talk about that a little bit.
Yes. So I played at UC Irvine. I then transferred. I went to a junior college for a year. I bounced around everywhere, man. Went to Idaho State for a year. Then I finished up at Dixie State in St. George, Utah. I mean, my story kind of tackles in with like a lot of substance abuse back in the day, especially in college. Everywhere I went, I was a way worse athlete, way better partier and all that kind of stuff. My focuses and my attitude upon life was just completely different. And so yeah, I don't know. It's been nice. I've been sober for a while now, and being able to just kind of play now on my terms. I'm like a way better athlete than I ever was back in the day in college. So it's a trip kind of seeing, like, I think my freshman year, my body weight percentage was 15%. I'm sure it only grew as the years went on. Now I'm like right around 6%. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. You get clean and change your perspective and your relationship with some stuff and start living healthier lifestyles. And like the game is giving back to me more now than I ever thought it would when I was playing. And it's cool because like all the guys that were like way better than me, like in college, that are my teammates or whatever, like I'm just outlasting them now. So like they see me and they're like, dude, like, how are you still playing? Like this vegan, I guess. I don't know. But
it does help.
But college ball wasn't a good experience for me. And that was mainly and that was all because of me. I'm the common denominator in all those situations. I share so much with times with athletes. Like, it's not the coaches, it's not this, it's not the circumstances, it's not whatever. It's what's your part that you're playing in this? There's always something that you're doing.
Yep.
No one's just out there. No one just brings you to their school just to be a dick to you. Yep. So they have expectations and want a great outcome for you, and if you're not living up to that, then that's on you. There's something that you did wrong and something that you have to like really evaluate your life and look deep down on. And for me, I don't know. There's a massive jump between high school ball and college ball. Like if you like it and you're good, you'll get looks and you can probably land, but you gotta love it. And that was when I realized. I remember like telling people like, "Oh, basketball is my passion," not even knowing what that meant, and it just wasn't. And I didn't realize that until I was in college, and I'm still trying to beat that horse because my entire identity was wrapped in it. And wasn't until afterwards, and after I did some soul searching, that I realized like, oh, okay, like I did this for XYZ. So college, man, was tough, but I loved it. I loved it after the fact, and I loved the college ball after the fact. And now that my brother's playing, I really love it, and just being able to kind of give him pointers on where he's at. And I mean, his freshman year was better than all 5 of my years combined, and it's just a really good thing. It's like if I got to make the mistakes that I did, for him to not make those, then I'm counting that as a win. So I love it.
Talk about your brother for a second. Let everybody know what team he's on, his name, everything, so they can kind of follow up on him, see what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely rooting up for him since you pointed him out to me. So would love to see the league also follow him as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Matt Bradley over at San Diego State. He was at Cal for 3 years. It was at San Diego State last year. He's got a COVID year. He's going back. I mean, San Diego State's projected to be like 14th in the country at the start of the season. They got some crazy stuff going on over there, and they're going to be so nice. Playing a lot of massive teams. I know it didn't go the way he wanted to in the tournament, but I know that he's just going to grow from it and be a lot better from it. Not kind of shy away from that light, but step up to it, because I mean, like, that's just what he's been called to do. So he's in that situation for a reason. I know that the league has been showing interest in them and everything, and we'll see. I mean, I don't know if the goal is the league for him or what it is. He's a very that's someone I can say basketball is his passion.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see him reap those rewards. Because I mean, he used to just be like a chubby little fat kid that we made fun of all the time
We
back
all
when he
were
was
at
a
some
kid.
point, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And just to see him like just turn that around and do the things he's doing, man, I'm a real proud big brother of him. Not
That's
only
awesome.
just who he is on the court, but especially who he is off the court.
Yeah, we should definitely do like an OCBL watch party for one of his big games. Good bunch
Oh,
of
for
guys
sure.
together. Totally do something like that, man. That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
So, vegan. Got to
Yes.
point this out because, like, the first question, I know you get this, and see, you're a lot bigger than me, so like, I probably know you get this a lot. Like, what do you do for protein? Like, how do you get enough, like, to stay fit and all these
Yeah.
things, right?
Get it all the time. And it's
Yeah,
just I break it down now. Anytime anybody asks, I'm like, where do you get your protein? I'm like, bro, I get it from the same place you get it from. Well, I get it from meat. I'm like, well, meat doesn't produce its own protein. You get whatever the animal's eating, the grains and all that kind of stuff. I just cut out the middleman. And when I say it like that, and not even from like a meat is murder or anything like that, and I just like keep it kind of just like some basic facts that people, oh, you're getting more protein. I'm like, yeah, like I'm getting more
yeah,
protein now as a vegan than I ever did when I was eating meat. And not only that, I feel so much better, and
yeah,
like my conditioning is in the best it's ever been, and like it's nuts. So I get that all the time. Like being vegan these last 3 years and just getting stronger and stronger. They're just like, what do you mean? Like what's your max? It's like 345. Like what? You're vegan? There's no way. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. I'm just saying it to lie to you, whoever you are, because
yeah.
I need your yeah, it's just
Yeah.
funny.
No, I know. Same thing with me. I would get that a lot, but a lot of guys my age, they're not moving as well as they used to, and like I'm starting to feel like I don't move the way I used to, but like I'm still running so much more when I play than any of the guys my
Mm-hmm.
age. You know, there's times I played at the gym with a bunch of kids who are 18, 23 years old playing for a while, and then they come to me, yo, what school you play? I'm like, like, dude, it's been a
Yeah.
long time. You're 37.
Yeah.
What? Like, no, man. Like, I couldn't do that if I wasn't vegan. Like,
Yeah.
there's an aspect that you age a little faster and you slow down a little more that I don't think people really understand in terms of the energy levels that you have like this, and then also the fat. I'm pretty lean. Not I don't have chiseled abs like you know, all that stuff, but I'm pretty lean. And when so it's been like 12 years since I've been going vegan. I went off and on for a while. Every time I went back, the weight gain was like,
Just you blowed up so
yeah,
quick, man.
15, 20 pounds. It was like nuts.
The
And
inflammation is so real.
yeah, I definitely feel a lot better without it. So
Mm-hmm.
to anybody who's ready to shit talk about it, you know, here's like prime example right here in Marcus. Like I know I'm not a prime example again. Like I'm not great looking shape. If I take my shirt off, no one's looking at me. They're turning away, you know, because I'm pale as hell. But we'll have Marcus as the prime example, you know, modeling for everybody. So
Absolutely. No, I appreciate that. No, man, it's possible. And I was the biggest. I was on keto before I ever went vegan. I was like, I remember I used to tell people I would never go vegetarian, let alone vegan. Like it was something that I just completely shut the door on. But I was 24. My blood pressure was 180 over 90 based off like my genetics and things that I did in the past and my eating and my diet. And they're like, bro, you're about to stroke out. And I was on blood pressure medication, and um, that didn't sit well with me. I did it for a while, but I was just like, it's not a cure. It's like this,
yep.
I have to take this for the rest of my life. And it's just like such a weird thing to kind of think about. And I remember just watching like the Game Changers documentary on Netflix and switching to vegan that day. And within 2 weeks, my blood pressure dropped to like 140 over like 80. Went and saw my cardiologist, got off the medication, went back 120 over 70. And now at any time I can go get it checked out right now. It's always right around 120 over 70. And just off of just that's just switching my diet. And
Yeah.
The and all the other added benefits that came with that are just like phenomenal. Like let alone being able to like run and play and jump and do the things that I want to do. It's like I just know that I'm here for like a longer time. I just like health wise, I don't think I would have made it where the way I was like 5 years ago if I would have kept up that. It just wasn't sustainable.
Yeah.
So I did it for health reasons first. Now and I went down that whole rabbit hole about the animals. Now I'm all about doing it for the animals, and it's you just kind of ride a whole different frequency when that happens, and I like the energy it brings.
It's funny how like everybody's against it until they have a health scare. And when they have a health
Yeah,
scare, then it's like, oh man, like maybe I should just see what, and then that's usually how it
it's
starts.
it's crazy. It's crazy. The food that we're eating, the food that they got out there for us right now is just absolute, like, just trash.
I know.
And everything in terms of just like, I don't know. I can go on and on and on and
Yeah.
on about this
It's that
forever,
rabbit hole,
but
man.
it's
That
such a
rabbit
rabbit
hole.
hole.
Yeah.
You want to change your health, man. Just watch what you're eating and
Yeah.
fix that up. This
I even
is
tell
a
people
lot.
like, yeah, you don't have to start vegan like right away, but you know what? Just do a couple days of like no meat. Just see
Yeah.
the difference, and you'll kind of start to figure it out yourself. Like just give yourself that test and see how you feel, and make
Hmm.
sure you eat healthy and clean on those days, and they'll pretty quickly figure out like the difference. So,
For sure. Absolutely.
so I wanted to also talk about the Drew League because you just had a play in the Drew League where you won a game with a dunk. I absolutely love the
Yeah.
play. I messaged you right away when I saw the play. It was like felt like something I drew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Talk about that. Talk about what it's like playing the Drew League, your team, and everything with that.
The Drew, yeah, man, the Drew is fun. It's one of those things. I was playing in the Legacy League, but the Drew is just like a different energy. It's just fun. It's like it's back at the school. It's normally at a Magnet King Drew, and it's just like it's so the DJ, just like knowing that you're playing with really good competition and knowing that you're playing in probably one of the better leagues like in the US in the summer is really really cool. And I'm playing with the Cheaters, Casper Ware seniors team, Casper Ware juniors on the team. He's kind of coaching right now. But we have like Eugene Phelps, just a lot of really good dudes that like I remember like kind of growing up and watching play a little bit. Now they're out there just doing it, and um, it's been fun. It's been really fun. I've kind of like found my little footing with them. Over the first two games, I was kind of just I'm blaming myself for that. I wasn't playing up to my standards, but like this last game was just it was great. Coach drew up a cool play. He's like, "Hey, watch, you're gonna set down, you're gonna set down down screen. You're gonna be completely open. You're just gonna catch that and just lay it up." I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm gonna yam this thing." Caught that and just game over. So it was cool because that was against the Hamilton brothers. Those dudes are super nice.
Yeah,
Against like the champions from last season, and it's just fun.
yeah,
It's just one of those things that like constantly reminds you, like, yo, this is fun. And
yeah,
like now that I play, that's all I play for is fun. If I'm playing in a league where I'm not having fun,
yeah.
I'm
It's not
more
worth
than likely not. I'm not coming back. It's
it.
just
Yeah,
there's too much going on. There's too much. Um, I could be doing anything else, and
yeah.
so yeah, it's just a really 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 fun league that I look forward to.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So I also want to talk about obviously your company and your
Yes,
experience with Wim Hof because that's kind of
yes,
a focus here. So let's come back to that. I definitely want you to talk about how you went over there,
hmm,
worked with him. I've watched a lot of Wim Hof videos. I thought that was the coolest thing when you went over there. Mark's
yeah,
has pictures on his Instagram and stuff like that. It's super cool. Definitely recommend people checking that out.
yeah.
I could tag your Instagram there as well on the video if
Perfect.
you want.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, go
Yeah,
for it. Nah, man, the Wim Hof thing has just been life changing. I really feel like that's just like I don't know if it's my purpose, but I know it's definitely putting me into more of my purpose. Like the personal training stuff is cool, helping people like kind of change their mindset and getting healthier and getting muscles and all that is really great. But being able to hold space for someone to kind of like really get deep and find a lot of stuff and release stuff within themselves is just like it's amazing. And that whole journey and going there was just really cool and just kind of like just meant to be. I was supposed to go to Poland in January, and but I got COVID, so I had to push it back towards March. And I remember getting there, and I mean, long story short, if I didn't go there during my experience in March, I wouldn't have met Wim Hof. I wouldn't have met Mike Posner. I wouldn't have met like these people that are just like really big name, like awesome, down to earth people that just like really helped me kind of build the platform that I'm building right now. And that experience that I had in Poland, going there, meeting Wim and meeting, I mean, 60 beautiful people from 29 different countries, all there for the same perfect reason to learn something, to be able to pass it out to other people was just amazing. That was the greatest experience of my life. I was going through a lot of stuff at that time. I was going through a really bad breakup. I was going through a lot of insecurities and codependencies, and a lot of just like things that just were really stunting me. And you're around these like 60 beautiful human beings, and they're just like saying nice things about you and saying nice things about themselves, and they're just like welcoming you. And it's like you get this like mental like shift in your brain, like, dude, if I'm around all these beautiful people, they must think I'm one as well. And it's been nice. Now that like I'm here, I'm trying to build that in the community here, and I'm seeing a lot of great things happen. I have like firefighters that are just releasing a lot of trauma from PTSD, and I have like just from anyone, just people that are just able to just tune in and reach something deeper than just getting big muscles. And it's nice. It's actually been a trip to see, because like as soon as I started doing it at my gym, I've had some success. I've had classes where like 27, 30 people are showing up, and now there's other gyms down the street that are introducing breath work and stuff now. And it's just like, and it's not even a contest. Like I could care less. It's not about me doing something better than anybody else. It's just about trying to build a community to get them more kind of self-aware, and getting them happier, healthy, and all the rest is just BS, especially after this COVID time, man. People are coming out of things like really kind of just shucking up, and the country in itself has been in a really tough spot that, I mean, it's just, it's nuts. It's nuts. It's a lot. How are people not stressed? So I have people come to my class. I'm teaching them the proper way how to breathe, and just what to do when stress comes and hits you. And it's all science based too, which is really cool. I mean, there's everything that Wim Hof talks about, and it's just all been proven through science. And there's so many different studies and write-ups on it. And between the breathing and the ice bath and the mindset, it's something I don't take for granted. It's something that I really hold near and dear to me. I love that I'm able to hold that space for people. And like with working out, I don't see results in somebody until like 6 weeks or something like that. See a little definition of the muscle. But you come and take a breathing class one time, and if you're able to kind of let go, I see results in that human being, and they see results in themselves, which in a 45-minute class. And they talk about it, and they get honest with themselves, and turns into this awesome thing where this community is now of just a bunch of beautiful people coming together and just loving on you. And it's just so different from what like society tells us we should be and all that kind of stuff. So I love it. The Wim Hof method is everything to me.
Yeah.
And it's just so good, and it's been so rewarding. The more I dive into it, the more rewarding it's been. And yeah, I don't know. Everybody can get this. I do it for adolescents in treatment. I do it for housewives. I do it for I mean, Mike Posner. I do it for like a lot of different people that just are on all different walks of life, and they all get whatever they get out of it. And it's beautiful because it has nothing to do with me. I'm strictly just like a guy. And it's I always like to say that, like I'm like those like in the Indiana Jones movies, the guys that are just like cutting down the vines and stuff, and just going through the jungle. That's all I am.
Yeah.
The people go, and they're the ones who are receiving the gold. I'm just there to be along the journey with them, and it's a very, very beautiful thing.
It is, man. You talk about that, and like, obviously we went through a pandemic, and it's crazy. Like, some people joke around when you talk about energy and stuff, but the energy was so rough, through this pandemic, and you see
Yeah.
so many people suffered through it, and they're still suffering from it. And you see so many kids that are growing up, they're going to have, social anxiety, social issues because of this that happened. And
Yep.
then you do something like this, or you see someone that's been through something like this. And so, like, I knew you before, obviously, for years before this, and your energy level was amazing. Like, it started a little before this. I could see you were searching for something, and kind of
Yep.
finding your way. And then when you see someone that like finds it, it's so cool. Like, when you meet someone and like they have this smile and this energy where you want to be around them. Like,
Yeah.
it really does matter. And there's some people that say, oh, I get that through religion. Oh, I get that through this. Oh, I get that through that. Whatever it is, like, when you start building that, dude, the world is just such a better place when that's what happens. And like you said, you
It
don't
is.
care if the place down the street is doing it, as long as you're starting to build that vibe,
Yep.
like that's what's most important.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not even me. Like heads are turning in like Newport and Orange County just based off like just someone taking action, and that's all I really wanted to do. Like wherever I go, I pick up trash on the street because I just hopefully like it makes a chain reaction to where someone sees me picking up something and they go pick it up, and all of a sudden like without me even noticing or trying to even get the credit for it, we got people cleaning up some trash or cleaning up a beach or something. Just like you just never know who's watching. You really don't. And you never know who you're going to interact with. And yeah, it's people are always looking externally for these solutions. And I think I love the breathing because it just teaches you how to go internally. Everything that you could ever need is all internal,
Yeah.
and you got it in you. And all I'm doing is just helping people kind of see that. And it's just the worst that's going to happen is if you come to my class, you're going to feel relaxed, more just more relaxed. Hey, you got off your phone for 45 minutes. You're able to detach for the world a little bit and just kind of chill. Um, but the benefit, I mean, the greatest thing that could happen is it could change some things for you. I mean, I have people that have like did it for a little bit. And now they have ice chests in their backyard. They have saunas in their backyards. And they're like, bro, like you did this for me. It's like, no, I didn't do this. You did this for you. You're the one who was willing and had the open mind to come try this out. I'm strictly just here to just bridge that. And what a cool and honor it is to do that. What a
I'm not gonna
cool
lie,
thing.
bro. I haven't taken a nice bath yet. No, I promised you I would, but I have been taking cold showers. So like baby steps. All right, we're getting there.
Baby, I'm telling you
I
that the
will do
cold,
an ice bath,
it's all in your head. The cold showers for me are tougher than the ice bath.
bro. It's not in my head. Like I get my legs in, but there's that line. When you get to that line, that's the line I'm struggling with. You know, like
Yeah,
once I get to that point, it's like, I
yeah.
can't dip
There was that.
anything else
No,
in at this point. You know, like
we're
so,
doing.
like
I don't give people an option. The cool thing is too, I have a 100% success rate when it comes to people in my group classes. 2 minutes, 100% success rate. I haven't had anybody that's ever stepped a foot into the ice bath not finish it in 2 minutes.
that's
And
awesome.
that's just because I don't know. I give them that attention. I just let them see that they have that power in. And people get up to here, people get up to their neck, people get up to wherever, and they sit. And it's like the more you let go and the more you don't fight it, like the easier it's going to be. And it's sitting there like at first you say, "Oh my God, I gotta get up, I gotta get up, I gotta get up." I'm like, no, slow down your breathing, just relax, slow it down, slow it down. All right, give me a few more. Oh, I'm getting warm. Yeah, I know. This is good. This is a trip, huh? If you teach people how to manage and control their stress, you can control stress. People are running around stressed out, not even realizing that they're stressed out because they're probably breathing anywhere from 15 to 22 times per minute. When you breathe 15 to 22 times per minute, your body's in a constant fight or flight mode. Just by people slowing down their breath for 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out in an ice bath, slows their heart rate down, and now they're not stressed out. So
Mhm.
I'm like, it's just real life applicable things that you can just plug into any situation. Oh, that dude cut you off. Instead of cussing them out and being all mad and letting it ruin your day, why don't you just in for 4, out for 8, do some box breathing, just take a minute to pause. Because it's just like the problems aren't even that big in the grand scheme of things.
I will do it, man. We'll record it. We'll
I'm
post
gonna
it
get you in
too.
there.
Yeah.
I want that's
Get me in there, I'll
my
do it.
job. My job. I haven't completed anything in the league if I don't have everybody who's playing it into my ice bath at one point.
Well, we'll try and record everyone. All
Perfect.
right.
I'll even bring them up there if I have to.
All right, Marcus. I'm gonna finish this off with one last thing. I plan on asking everyone that I do an interview with this because I plan on doing these videos, throughout the season. With sponsors, with players, whatever I can get. I
Yes.
want your top 10 NBA players all time. I'm gonna make my own
Top 10.
list. Yeah, top 10 NBA players. I'm making my own list. I don't believe in the writers who just give their opinions. I want to do a vote and poll it, and we're gonna use our league as a barometer for it. So give me top 10 players all time.
Bro, I don't even.
Doesn't have to
That's
be in order.
crazy. Okay. Tim Duncan. I'm going to go Bill Russell. I'm going to go Kobe. I'm going to go LeBron, Michael Jordan, Shaq. How many is that? 7?
I'll write them down just so we got them.
Tim, Bill Russell, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron, MJ. I guess there's somebody else. Magic.
That's 8. Need help?
I always need help.
I'm gonna list guys: Kareem, Wilt, Hakeem, Oscar
Yeah, so
Robertson.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know, Kareem, and it's got to be Kareem and Wilt. Like, it's just, I don't know. How could it not be? Top 10 is so tough.
And Bird was the other one that I was gonna list, but
Bird is he's always up there. Bird's the greatest white player to ever play.
Yeah,
But Luke
Luke
is
is on the
coming up
rise.
on him.
Yeah, Luke is on the rise. All right, buddy. I appreciate all this so much. Thank you so much for it. And I hope you have a blessed day, man. I hope everything goes good for you. And everybody, look out for Marcus when you guys see him in the league. Please approach him, talk to him about this stuff. Again, I want to support him just as much as he supported me. So great dude, great energy. You guys will see him once he walks in, not just because he's the biggest guy, but again, that energy. You'll feel it when he gets there, all right?
Absolutely. I appreciate you, brother. I love you, man, and I'm looking forward to the league. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, man. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much, all right? Peace out, Marcus.